Have you ever had a life flip the script just when you thought it was all under control? Yeah, well, me too. Let me tell you, you think you've got it all worked out, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get that curveball, whether it's in business, relationships, your health, and then life says, whoa, not so fast. You know, those curveballs, they catch you off guard and you're like, what do I do now? They show up when you least expect it. And when you think you've got it all worked out, boom. But here's the truth. Those moments aren't here to break you. They're here to build you. You know, have you ever heard the expression, it happens for you, not to you? I can talk about examples till the cows come home. In fact, of all the women that I've got on my podcast that have shared their stories, they are not exempt. No one's exempt. In fact, we're all not exempt. And I share my story in the latest book, She Said Yes to Herself, where I too experienced curveballs. And you know what? You have to roll with the punches and you rise with grace, grit, and a little bit of, you know what, real talk. So let's be real about this. The reason why you get all shitty is because you're lacking control. That's all there is. Especially as women, we juggle 50 things at once and we're like, oh my God, it hasn't gone to plan, the schedule, the outcome. But when life throws you a curveball, the first thing you get stressed out with is, oh my God, I didn't expect it. I do not have control over XYZ. Why is this happening to me? Can you relate? But instead of saying, why is this happening to me? Why don't you ask yourself, what is it teaching me? Because there's a lesson in every breakdown. Your car breaks down, right? Did you not take it to get serviced? You've run out of petrol. Too many things in your plate. Guilty. You forgot to put petrol in your car. Oh my God, guilty. That's the one thing that you should always be asking yourself. What is it trying to teach me? It moves you out of that victim mode to visionary. Like, okay, well, where am I? What is it I need to learn? Because when you get curious, you stop resisting and you start learning. Maybe the client who ghosted you wasn't rejection, it was redirection. Maybe the relationship that ended was clearing space for your next chapter. Curiosity helps you find the meaning in the crap, in the mess that you were not able to control. So here's tip number 2. Anchor yourself in adaptability. So what does that even mean? Big words? No, not really. Let's talk about being adaptable. Resilience isn't about pretending everything's cool. That was me for a really long time. Like, to the point of breaking, to the point of, yes, nearly dying and being burnt. Yes, this is true. I've got so many of those stories. When the unexpected happens, your habits become your anchor. For me, you know what? The habits that I've adopted because of the personal development, because of the life's curveballs that have happened to me, I've gone, okay, well, I need to fix this. What am I going to do? Journaling, reflecting, gratitude. Even on the days when I don't feel like and I feel like crap, we all have those crap days. No one's exempt. For you, it might also be breath work. I have a good friend, Siska, that through her trauma, her breath work has now become her genius zone, that it's now become her business. You might decide to, you know what, do a quiet little walk, go ground yourself, or just 10 minutes of stillness, 5 minutes before the world wakes up. I used to love doing that when my son was a lot younger. Now he sleeps until kingdom come. So I have all the hours in the morning. So those little things that you can do for you just simply reminds you that you're safe, you're strong, and guess what? You're still in charge of how you respond when life happens. Adaptability, adapting to the change, adapting to the trauma, adapting to the thing that has thrown you out of whack. It's basically power in motion. Now, I'm going to be talking about tip number 3 that will help you when this happens. For a long time, I lived in chaos. You need to reframe the chaos as opportunity. This is where the magic lies. When you reframe chaos into opportunity, we often label the unexpected as, oh my God, that's so bad. But what if it's where you're meant to be going? Some of the biggest breakthroughs happen from when plans just fall apart. Let's just talk about how many millionaires were born when the world stopped a few years back. That was a breakdown. And there were breakthroughs. Some of my biggest plans came from when things fell apart. The times where I thought I was being delayed, I was actually being prepared for stuff that are coming ahead. That's the beauty of it. You're not being punished by the universe. It's positioning you for your next chapter. When you trust it, like with your heart, not pretending, with your heart, when you trust it, and it makes no sense. In fact, we were talking about this with my mentor this morning. You stop fearing the uncertainty. In fact, a girlfriend of mine always says, Kat, she's going to be okay. People ask me, do you know what your next chapter is? Yes, I have a plan. However, I don't tell everyone my plan. So they're like, where are you headed? Where do you go? What are you doing? I'm like, it's all good. And my bestie says, don't worry about it. She's always going to be okay. So stop fearing the uncertainty and start flowing with it. So next time when life happens and the unexpected happens, take a deep breath and say to yourself, it ain't happening to me. It's happening for me. So let's wrap this up with one small little truth. The unexpected doesn't derail you. It can actually define you. It could be your next big thing, your next move. When I was living in chaos with my mum, when she was passing and it was chaos in my head, it wasn't actually chaos. It was my next chapter. It was with me to start up this podcast. So shift the control to curiosity is what I say. Anchor yourself in adaptability and reframe the chaos as, you know what? This is going to be my next gem. What is coming ahead? What is the opportunity? You never know. So stop fearing what's next, because that's going to keep you stuck and it's going to keep you in lack of abundance. Because I know you want abundance with whatever you want in your life, health, relationships, business, whatever. So start trusting who you're becoming. So on that note, and if today's episode resonated with you, share it with another woman navigating her next chapter, because you never know. Your story might be the light that she's been waiting for. Remember, your detour, your next curveball, the next way your car is going, you're meant to be going left, it's gone right, could very well be your destiny. Bye for now.